at the top, it's kind of like being one of the old gunfighters of the West. You know, you're a target. Every new guy that comes along takes a shot at you, and you got to give them a chance. If you don't, the competition says you're through.
One of these days he's going to wake up and he's not going to be on top.
If we wanted to talk about over a long period of time, I'd have to say some of the toughest competition has come from the Candies and Hughes car that presently Richard Tharp drives it.
We're both running good, and we both leave good. And, you know, it's always a nip and tuck deal.
He's got a top fuel dragster, and that he wants to outrun me, and I don't want him outrunning me.
Where are you going? You're driving around these streets like a maniac.
I'm a little late. Get down here to the races.
A little late getting down to the races. Let me have your license and registration, please.
Where'd you come from? Anyway?
Where'd I come from? Chasing you. Richard Tharp. Richard Tharp, the race driver.
Yeah.
Richard Tharp has come a long way from the streets of Las Cruces, New Mexico, through midgets, through funny cars, to the World Championship in Top Fuel Eliminator. What do you want to do?
Nothing.
Nothing? Well, you're as close to it as anybody's been.
Yeah, well, you know, I just like taking it easy and having a good time and playing. That's it.
What do you do for fun?
You name it, and I'll do it. Anything. I just like to have a good time. I mean, we have a lot of things we do, you know.
There's been a story going around for years. One time you got in a contest, an eating contest with somebody, and you actually ate a live baby bird. Is that right?
No. The guy that won the contest ate the live baby bird. I stopped on the goldfish.
Hey, Glenn here, coming to you from Casa de Barbas in Johnstown, PA for episode 6 of KRP-TV. First thing we'll do is jump into some track updates. With Westmoreland County in the yellow, we are allowed to have track rentals, but we're limited to 25 people on site. All the info, it's posted up on the Facebook page, so you can check it out there. Read through it. There's sign-ups then on the Keystone website, so you can check everything out there. So hopefully everything will continue smooth. When things start reopening more, hopefully that'll give us some leeway to get open quicker. The only other update I have as far as schedule right now, Al Lynch of Real Painting Inc., he was sponsoring the Gasser Nationals 17th and 18th of July. Right now he told me that it is a go. Even if we can't have spectators, the race will still go on. The advertised purse will still be there. So keep a watch of the Facebook page for updates like that for that. Hopefully the 25 minimum is lifted. Hopefully fans can be in the stands for that, because it's going to be a great event. Had a bunch of cars signed up already. It was going to be all gassers all day, different classes running off the old rule books. So keep a watch of the Facebook page for info on that. But like I said, right now, he said it is a go. Even if we don't have fans in the stands, we're still going to run it. I'll be bringing you video updates and live updates if that happens. But by July 17th, 18th, hopefully we'll be able to get everybody on track, fill the place up, and have a great event. Also, I want to let everybody know this will be the last KRP-TV episode for a little bit. Originally, the plan was to do these once a month, but with the quarantine, I figured I'd do them every week for now. But with updates coming fast and furious for the track, and with the state opening, things like that, I want to keep the Facebook page a little bit clearer so people can get all the info for track reopenings, track reschedulings, things like that. They can see them right away, right at the top. So, you know, try to get away from the clutter on the page a little bit, and hopefully, you know, we'll go to a once-a-month schedule with updates and fun things like that. And then once we get into winter, we'll see about maybe doing like 2 a month or something like that, or pick it up a bit. But want to thank everybody for watching, for sending in stuff and all that. And like I said, this will be the last one, so just keep watching the Facebook page for track updates. And now it's time to run up to the tower for another Deanna's sneak peek.
Yay!
For everybody's favorite part of the show, the trivia. You can make up your own point system at home. All the answers will be at the end of the show, so let's jump into it. Name the top fuel racer who ran the first 4 in IHRA competition. The 2002 NHRA Pro Stock season had 1 driver qualify for all 23 events. Name him. Next, name the first father and son to win at the same NHRA event. In 1967, Don Garlits started growing a beard. At the U.S. Nationals that year, he famously shaved that beard in front of the grandstands. Do you know why? How many NHRA national events has TV Tommy Ivo won? Can you name the driver of this funny car? How about the name of this winning driver? Name this famous racer. Do you know who this is? And here's an easy one. Who's this? Before we sign off on KRP-TV, I'm going to address something I've been getting a lot of emails about. Everybody always wanted to know what's with the ravioli can that was sitting on the shelf behind me that's seen every now and then. For a lot of years, I was involved in the comic book industry, and we used to do the Pittsburgh Comic Book Show every year. Did it for like 20 years. And a friend of mine with Space Monkey Comics, Mikey Wood, him and I would do a trivia contest at the convention, you know, anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours, and we'd give out prizes, a lot of comic-related stuff. But then for the runner-ups, we always gave out like the game show prizes, you know, Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat, you know, big bottle of Coca-Cola, things like that. And one year, we gave out a big can of ravioli. Mark Seeley, who won this, he then went around and got signatures through the next couple of years. Got signatures from all different comic book artists. There's artwork on here and stuff too. Also Margot Kidder, a lot of the cast from Dawn of the Dead, which was filmed at the Monroeville Mall where the convention was held for years. So, you know, he did it for years and then decided to put it up for the Make-A-Wish auction. And since it was a piece of my history, I bid on it and won. And now it sits on my shelf for the last couple of years. So that's the story of the ravioli can. Right now we got a new Christmas tree up. I know there's some stuff they have to do with blinders yet, but hopefully everybody will be able to see this a little bit better this year and cut some good lights with it. Next update is to the new concession stand, souvenir stand. It's also going to have payout and some storage and stuff, but it's looking good. It's getting there. Hopefully we'll be able to open it up to the fans soon. And now let's get to the answers of the trivia questions. First one up, name the top fuel racer who ran the first 4 in IHRA competition. That was Eddie the Thrill Hill. It was actually the first ever 4-second run for a top fueler. He went 4.99 at the Texas Motorplex in 1988. Next question, the 2002 NHRA Pro Stock season had 1 driver qualify for all 23 events. I asked if you could name him. That was Ron Krischer, who beat out all the big names that year to become the only driver that year to qualify for everything. Then I asked to name the first father and son to win at the same NHRA event. Hopefully you guessed Kenny and Brandon Bernstein. They did it at the 2001 event in Las Vegas. Kenny won top fuel, Brandon won top alcohol dragster, and then they actually repeated it a second time that same year in Chicago. Next, we asked the reason why Don Garlits famously shaved his beard in front of the grandstands at the '67 U.S. Nationals. He said he wasn't going to shave until he ran in the 6s. He did it at that event and then took care of the beard in front of everybody. Next question involved Tommy Ivo, who ran the first 5-second top fuel time at Keystone Raceway Park. This question was, how many NHRA national events had TV Tommy won? The answer is kind of surprising. It was none. He's won a lot of prestigious events through the years. He set a lot of records, but throughout his Top Fuel funny car career, he did not win one single national event. Next, we had a bunch of name the driver questions. First one up, did you know who was driving this funny car? The answer is Dale Puldey in the famous War Eagle funny car. Next, I asked if you knew who this winning driver was. The answer, Jungle Jim Lieberman. At the time, the Chi-Town Hustler was looking for a replacement driver. Jungle Jim, he recommended somebody. Austin Coyle didn't like that idea because the guy crashed a lot, so Jungle said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll put him in my car and I'll drive yours. And he went on to win the event. Did you know who this youngster was? It's funny car racer and entrepreneur Billy Meyer. Went on later to build the Texas Motorplex with the first quarter-mile concrete surface, and then also became owner of the IHRA for a short time. Did you guess who this driver was? It's Al Segrini, famous for driving a string of beautiful cars like the Black Magic Vega and the Super Brute cars, and that picture there is him pointing out one of the models I built. And this one should have been easy. It's me. As a kid, I worked at Maple Grove Dragway, then started racing when I was 16. The Comet was my second car, then I moved up to a Ford Fairlane, which I also won a bunch of street titles. Then I eventually moved up to Heavy Eliminator with the 66 Chevelle. Won a bunch there too, was happy running it for a number of years, and now I do all the video for Keystone Raceway. And with that, that brings us to the end of KRP-TV. As I said at the beginning of the program, this will be the last episode for a little bit, so keep a watch of the Facebook page for track updates. You can go to the Keystone website to sign up for the track rentals that we're having right now. As soon as we know anything more about bringing in more cars, more spectators, we'll be posting it up there, so make sure you check it out every week, and hopefully we get fully reopened real soon. And as always, want to give a shout out to all the essential workers out there, everybody that's been doing the job since this all started. We appreciate it, we thank you. And also the doctors, nurses, first responders, military, police, fire, all those people have been doing great, keeping us safe. Thank you for all the work you've done, and hopefully everything starts returning to normal real soon. And once more, want to thank everybody for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you get notifications when any new videos do come up. Like I said, we'll probably go to a monthly schedule for the KRP-TVs for a little bit. But you can go back, watch old episodes. You can watch some of the old events footage, things like that. So be sure to subscribe. We appreciate it. So until you see me online or I see you at the track, stay safe, stay positive, test negative. And thanks again for all the support. And keep a watch of the Keystone Facebook page for all the updates. Oh wait, here's one more thing.